Willie D Live.
So when you look at a guy like Floyd Mayweather, who constantly likes to show you what he has, I remember I saw one clip recently where he was like, "Yeah, and it's $2 million over here," and he had a stack of whatever equated to $2 million, and then he had a table full of just stacks of hundreds, and he goes, "It's all hundreds." One, I want to know how you feel about that, and the reason why I'm asking that is because it seems like that's something only black folks do. And what's so crazy about that to me is, look, Floyd has hundreds of millions of dollars, but Warren Buffett has billions. Gates has billions. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, billions. And they don't do that. It's almost to me somewhat juvenile and silly. Like that you flexing, yeah, you got hundreds of million dollars. One, are you helping your people? Are you helping the people? Are you giving back? Which to me would be much more interesting than showing people how many millions you got. But just to flaunt like that, when it's like, if I was a Bill Gates or a Jeff Bezos, I'd go, "Oh, that's cute. You're flexing because you got hundreds of millions. We got billions, and we don't do that." Real money doesn't have to expose itself that way. You know what I mean? Like people with wealth, real wealth, they're not loud. They don't flash their money. It seems like that's something we do. So I'm curious to know your opinion on that.
Yeah, I see it too, and for me, it's not something that I would do.
Right.
But I understand it as part of Floyd's brand. He's Money Mayweather. So it's not just about having money, it's reminding people that he got it. And that's how he got it. That's how he got to it. He told people, "Look at me," even when he come out with his boxing garb, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, this is what I look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at these shorts, look at this jacket I got on, look at this hat I got on, look at these glasses, look at this car I'm driving. That's what made people want to give him money. That's what made a lot of people. Sometimes when it come to like having money, gaining access or whatever, man, people don't like to give you no money if they think you need it. When I didn't have any money, man, I had to
That's twisted.
When I didn't have any money, I had to pay to get in the clubs. I had to sneak in the clubs, pay to get in the clubs, and once I got to the money, man, it's like, "Hey, come on in." I had to buy my own drinks. Now, I don't have to buy drinks as I go in the club. They just give them to me free. Give me a bottle, whatever I want, section. Yeah, come on in, Willie D. Who you bring? How many people you got? But when I didn't have any money, I had to pay for all of that stuff. When I didn't have any money, I had to buy clothes. Now people give me clothes. So if people think and even if you are a celebrity, if you fall off and you ain't got it no more, it's going to be hard for you to get it. It's going to be hard for them to give it to you because they're going to feel like you need it.
That's twisted, man.
It is. But that's how people are, man.
Right.
That's how people are. Man, what's you have a number of assets that you can go to, when it comes to your comedy. You got the improvisations, you got the pivots, you got you got the setup jokes, you got the spontaneity off the top, all of that.
Yeah.
You got all of that. Like you got the impersonations. You can do a lot of things. I mean, you do have an arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
What's your go-to? Like, if you know for a fact, okay, this is going to be a problem right here. This is going to be a difficult crowd.
Mm-hmm.
But this right here going to work no matter what happens.
Yeah. You got a couple. I got a couple of jokes that 9 times out of 10, it's just going to deliver.
Right.
I know I'm killing you with these sports analogies, but it's like based on what you said, if a situation looks a certain way, oh shit, Jordan, get in the game. I need 40. You know what I mean? So there's certain jokes I know.
Yeah.
There was a moment. I love Muhammad Ali. God rest his soul. But I remember when ESPN used to do these things called Sports Century, and they used to just show do half-hour little joints about famous athletes and give you their story. And I remember they was doing one on Ali, and one of the writers said, Ali not only knew when he might be losing the fight, he also knew when he might be losing the crowd. And so if Ali is boxing and he's doing his thing, and there's a moment where he kind of felt like, I don't feel like the audience is engaged. Here come the Ali shuffle.
Yeah.
Everybody get excited. So then I'll be on stage sometimes and I'll go, maybe these last two jokes didn't hit the way they normally do. And if there's a moment that goes on too long where I feel like I kind of lost the crowd, I already know. And again, this is why I size up the crowd, where I don't hang out in the green room and I watch the crowd. I go, this person who I was going to fuck with right here, save that. So when you lose the crowd and you need them, now you can do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And that'll get them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm real strategic when it comes to that type of shit, man. I'm trying to think that I do it when you were there. I fucked with the big waiter, right? The server. I called him a pirate. I was fucking with him. And I said he was built like a propane tank.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when I did that reaction, that nigga built like a propane, body got like a C battery. The crowd was kind of, I had them, but I felt like I need to turn it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Boom. Got him.
Yeah.
So, that's my go-to, man.
They turned up on that propane tank, but those names, though.
Yeah.
The way you put that piece together, because, look, I don't know if that was off the top of the head or you ever told that joke before, but you can size different people up. You can look at, like, a comedian can look at certain people and say, okay, if they skinny, I'm going to say this. If they big, I'm going to say this. If they big up top, I'm going to say this. If they big up bottom, I'm going to say this. Yeah.
Whoa.
So you can kind of like, almost kind of like freestyling, but not freestyling.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Right? But those names, that was freestyling.
Yeah.
That was comedy genius.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let me tell you, man, there was a moment, I think I was doing a gig in San Antonio, and these two dudes who were brothers, actual brothers, but you wouldn't think so because they were brothers, but they were vastly different looking from each other. And one dude was a rather handsome, good-looking dude, and his brother was like ugly. So I said, it's funny. I'm looking at you two dudes, man. One of these dudes look like they would help you in a crisis, and the other one looks like the crisis. Nigga, in my head, I'm patting myself on the back. I was like, yo, nigga, that was genius, man. One of them looks like they would help you in a crisis, and the other one looks like the crisis, nigga.
Say, man. And you got that other dude, it was a bunch of dudes sitting up in the front.
Yeah, with the big drink glasses. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, it's got to feel good, man, to have that type of talent. To be able to not just earn a living, but to bring joy to so many people.
It's funny.
Basis.
It's funny sometimes, and that's what I love about the crowd work, man. Is because sometimes, if I'm doing some of the same material I've been doing, I get bored. So sometimes I'd be like, damn, man, But then I do a moment of crowd work that's spontaneous, and it reminds me. I go, I'm a fucking comedian, yo. And I'm not trying to be arrogant. But I'm saying that is a particular skill set that is very hard for a lot of comics to do. Some comics, and again, like I said, you could be a Hall of Fame award-winning QB in the pocket and just do your material. But some of those guys, if someone in the audience would have heckle, you could see the terror in their face. What do I do now? I don't do crowd work. I don't know what to say. This ain't part of my material.
Right.
I don't. You yell some shit out at me. Let's dance.
How do you keep your calm when a heckler continues to go? Okay, you gave him one or two.
Here's what usually happens. The only ones that keep going are the drunk motherfuckers. Like, if motherfuckers is really drunk, I call them, they like the Taliban, the suicide bombers. They ain't afraid to die. You know what I mean? Because they're not going to stop because they're too drunk. Usually when you hit somebody once or twice and they get embarrassed, they bag off. But when a motherfucker really drunk, oh, that's not ending.
So you got to remove them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's just, now that ain't even about comedy. It's just disrupting the show.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. Here's why my Twitter got banned last time. Not my Twitter, my Instagram. That same club here in Houston. This white chick in the back was being loud and she was drunk. She had a black boyfriend, and at one point she said something about. I wish I could remember the context, but it was something about something. I know you like black women, but sometimes we don't want you niggas either. It was a white chick that said this. And she felt because she had a black man that she had that license. Next thing I know, it sounded like rumbling back there. The black women wasn't having it. They wasn't having it coming out of her mouth, and they wasn't having it her talking to me like that. They damn near whooped this bitch ass in the club. They had to get her out of there. And when they removed her, because it was about to be a riot, even her black boyfriend was trying to tell you, shut the fuck up. And she was mad at him for not defending her for saying that. Cut to, she writes me on Instagram and goes, that was uncool what you did. I don't know why you took it like that. And here's what white people sometimes often go to. I grew up around black people. All my friends were black. I grew up in the hood. She was telling me how, I don't know what is considered the hood out here, but she was naming spots out here. It was the hood. And I grew up with black people. I grew up around them. So, that's why I said that. I could say that. And I went on to cuss this bitch out till no end. And what did she do? And this is what's funny. This is the funny thing about white folks sometimes. You want to act black, want to talk black, want to be black. But when you check them hard enough, then they revert back to doing white shit. So, of course, she reported me. And now my account was suspended. That's the equivalent of crying, this nigga raped me. So you want to fuck niggas. I know you don't like that word. You want to fuck black men. But then when you get checked, now he raped you. And I know that might seem a bit extreme because, saying that what she did is actual rape, and that's not what I'm going for. I'm just simply saying that historically, white people have had a history of, acting like they down and kicking it with us, enjoying our culture, enjoying our music, our food, everything about us. But when the shit get real, then they turn into who they've always been.
How do you convey that message to people without them accusing you of being a racist yourself? Because I hear that a lot.
I don't think that if you're going to convey that message, you should be worried about what you're going to be called. Because you're going to be called that anyway. They were calling you that even before you conveyed your message.
Huh.
So I don't know that makes a difference.
Huh.